Right, so I'm going to do a quick tour of this settlement. It's called Sleepwalker Overpass, I think. And it was a modded settlement. I downloaded it, but I seem to have lost it off my list now. Sleepwalker Overpass. It's no longer on my list. I accidentally did something with my PS4, and then for some reason it's no longer. It stopped showing up in my mods, and the mod is no longer available on the Bethesda page because of some reason. What happened originally? It was put down as being by one person, and apparently that person just stole it off of the Nexus, stole somebody else's work off the Nexus, so it's gone off the Bethesda now. So, and then somehow I didn't update my PS4 network or something or other, and I managed to lose the mod. I still got it. I managed to re-enable it again, but for some reason it's no longer showing up on the I don't know. You call it the provisioner path, if you want to ever call it. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about the mod because the mod is no longer available unless you can get it on the Nexus, I think, for PC. But I don't think it's available on the Xbox or on the PS4. So if you've not got it, then tough. But this is just a settlement review. Really, I'm just going to show you this settlement before I accidentally lose the whole thing somehow. Right, what I'm looking at was already here actually. That lift was already here. I've just added a few elements to it. I just wanted to show it, not that anyone's interested, but if anyone is interested, I'm going to show it to them. But really, it's just for myself. In the future, I may look back on these and go, oh yes, I did have a lot of spare time on my hands that I used unwisely. That's probably what I'll be thinking. But yeah, a lot of this stuff is already here. I'm trying to go around slowly for once because I normally zip around too much. And now, when I press to sort of, I don't know, the build menu, it shows me as having 0 settlers, 0 beds, 0 food, 0 water. So yeah, it's a bit glitched now because of some update or other that I didn't properly do. Hopefully when I go back onto it, it might have reset itself, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, this is what I've built. This is one of the things I built here. A nice little dormitory, straight on the roadway itself. No point putting the floor down. Just let them rest on the hard floor. You can see quite a bit of scaffolding going on over here to get the second and first level of the roadway in place. A little bridge stuck in there as well, which I think doesn't look too bad. It's quite a nice location as well. It's got some good views up here, but there's quite a few enemies around as well. But you can practice your sniping skills, which is always good fun. Stand at the top and see who you can shoot down below. I think you've definitely got a raider camp right next door, but I'll show you that later. Right, so yeah, none of my guys are actually doing anything now, and I don't seem to be able to make them do stuff. Does that make sense? I can't think of words. Words are hard for me nowadays. My brain is addled. I can't not locate them. That's not the right word. I can't make them do stuff like gardening or manning shops or anything like that. They seem to sort of vaguely hang around in the areas. There's a person over on the bar who used to tend the bar, and I think is still quite happy cleaning the bar. But she's no longer allocated to selling bar stuff. It's a good view up here. It's almost as high as the Pridwin over there. Looking nice. And it's quite a nice location to head out from in various directions across the bridge. You've got gunners in one direction. Not too sure in the other direction actually. I'm not sure I've been in that direction for any length. I might have to do that next time I go online. Right, and this bridge over here, this walk over, and this lorry is already here. So there's nothing to do with me. That car's already there. That caravan is already there as well. That's the one. If you remember, you go to it. It's a guy who leaves a note behind saying, "Oh, I must stop sleepwalking. It'll be definitely one day." And you can find his body like at the bottom of the bridge where he's accidentally walked off the edge while sleepwalking one time. Dangerous stuff, that sleepwalking. His cat's still found here as well. I don't know what I'm looking here for because this has nothing to do with me. I didn't build none of that. There's his cat. Hello, pussykins. Don't worry, my settlers will look after you now that your master sleepwalked his last. Right. I think that's already there. Some of the fences are already here as well. So I just add a few bits to it. Right, this is the bar area. Yeah, nothing fancy. Nice, basic. Yeah, little basic bar. And on the back of this lorry here, we've got a few bits stored, a few utensils and what have you, and yeah, food to be cooked. That's the little storage area for the bar. But yeah, they put this up here so you can look over the edge if need be. The little guard post mount on it as well, so I can, when they're working, the guards will look over here and check out nothing's coming from this direction. Like I say, it's a lovely view up here, I've got to say. Shame there's not more bridges that you can build settlements on. It was quite hard getting water in here though. I've had to put water down at the bottom. I actually managed to get one water pump up here, which is a bit ridiculous. There's no way I'll be able to draw up any water from the tiny bit of dirt, which is it's more less dirt. It's not actually dirt on there. It's just bloody trash that's piled up, and there's no way you get any water out of it. At least not water you'd want to drink. But yeah, I managed to get one in up here. But most of them are down by the bottom of the lift. There we go. There's a moo cow. Shame you can't have water butts, like just collecting rainwater that you could then purify yourself, I suppose. Right, here's some of the scaffolding leading up from the second level. I'm feeling some of this stuff was scrapped before, and when I lost the mod momentarily, I think some of it's come back. I'm not too sure though. Anyway, this bridge over here looks alright. This is good. You got another little guard post on it, so people can stand here and look out over in that direction. That's where a lot of the bad is. That station down below. I think it might be called St. Andrew's Station or something like that. Not too sure, but there's always enemies there. Not quite sure why I blocked off this this bit of scaffolding there. Not quite sure why I did that. It looks a bit weird. It's just so it should. If it was like a space to put something, and I just blocked it off instead. Mind you, you couldn't have got out there. I don't know why I used that long board instead of just using a short board. I'm not too sure what I was thinking there. Bit weird. Anyway, onwards and upwards, and let's show you. Obviously, you've got the garden area there, a bit of shade as well. Like this is another bed area. This door obviously is just glitched in, and I didn't really bother about. I could have put a bit of a frame in there, but it's just glitched, so that'll do. That'll do. Nice and scrappy. How I like it. Right. It's quite chilled actually when the settlers aren't properly assigned. They just sort of sit around. It's a lot more relaxed atmosphere, but of course they're not really looking out for any enemies. But maybe they've got used to being up here and being away from the enemies, and they're just not being as on the ball as they should be. So none of the guard posts are manned. I kind of thought I'd come up here and they'd all be gone because I lost the mods momentarily, but they're still around at least. Maybe they'll work again and start doing what they're supposed to do. I don't know. We'll find out. Doesn't matter anyway. I wasn't going to build anything else here. I don't think. I think I've built enough here as it is. They certainly have everything they need. Safety up high, guards, food, water, power. What more could post-nuclear settlers want? Right. There's a couple of beds on the back of this truck. It's got a bit of shade over the top as well, so the beds don't get wet. Got half a bus here. The other half must have been blasted away somehow. Yeah, you can look out over there, make sure nothing's coming from that direction. You get super mutants, quite a lot of bad super mutants and gunners up in that direction, so it's good to have protection. Like yeah, the back of this bus kind of got smashed off somehow. Yeah, so there's a little ledge going up to it. Right, you got a lorry trailer here, and you can crouch down here and shoot through this way if any enemies come. Got some spikes down there as well to keep anyone who wants to come this way from getting annoying. Well, this is the first aircraft wing roof that I did. I've actually made a couple of videos using aircraft roof, and I'm sure this is different to how it was, because if you look at the barn, bits of the barn posts for some reason are sticking through the top of the roof. I'm sure they weren't sticking through the top of the roof when I made it. I'm not sure how they could possibly do that. How would I be able to get them through that roof? I don't remember them sticking out like that. I don't know how they've managed to even do it, because you can't rug glitch those in. I'm not too sure what I did there.
Hello.
It's really a bit strange. I don't know.
I just want to trade a few things.
Got that child settler mod. Right, so these aircraft wings do make nice roofs though. I've got to say, I do like them. They look quite smart as roofs. As long as you wedge some walls underneath them, occasionally you might bung a pillar up or something to create good support underneath it. Here it's fully raised at one end with some wooden posts, and then you've got the walls holding up the roof. So it's all good.
You hear about that farm?
A few carpets on the floor.
Isn't that something?
If you work, you eat. It's
It's just the road surface. It's not actually a wooden floor, just the road surface with a few carpets put on top of it. So quite a snug little room, this one. You got a bit of a paint in there just to block off the breeze coming from that direction. Any gusts of wind. Yeah.
You know what I call a good day?
That's
One that
it,
ends without an
really.
empty stomach.
Get out of the way, you annoying
here.
settler.
You gotta take things one day at a time.
Yeah, nice. I do like the stuff about this wing as a roof surface. It looks really crisp and nice. I don't know, I like it. I don't understand how that barn tab has managed to go through the roof. I'm gonna have to look back at the old video to see if that was on the original build. I can't see how it could have done. I can't think how I would get those posts to actually go through that roof. I don't think it's possible. You can't pillar glitch them. I wonder if I had something on a mat and I pulled the mat out and it dropped through. It's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, just a little aerial view there. Just a little aerial overpass of the settlement. It's all right. Everything looks like it won't fall over at the first breeze. This is where you get a lot of enemies attacking from. So every time I come here, I like to drop down and land them all out. I've already done that already. We'll just come over here so you can see a side view, but not a very good view from this direction. Anyway, that was my Sleepwalker Overpass. Cheers for checking it out if you did. If you want it on the PC, get it off the old Nexus.